Hello viewers, welcome to Mythology. This video is in continuation with the animal tissues, some of which has already been posted. Let me start with the question. Do you know which tissue keeps all your organs in the body in their proper places? The answer is connective tissue. Connective tissue are most abundant in the body. Epithelia sits on the top of the connective tissue. Connective tissue provides a protective structural framework for all other tissues in the body. So let's learn about these tissues with their features and locations. Connective tissues are all derived from the mesenchyme. Connective tissue does not comprise of just cells, but they also have an extracellular matrix, a matrix that imparts its strength to bear force and tension. The main components of connective tissue are ground substance, fibers, and cells. The fibers in the ground substance makes the extracellular matrix. This matrix makes the tissue suitable to withstand lots of force and tension. The fibers come in a few variety. The collagen fibers are the strongest, being formed of collagen proteins, and they are the most abundant protein in the body. Next, there are elastic fibers, which are long and thin, made up of elastin. Lastly, there are reticulate fibers, which are similar to the collagen, but they form a network which support other tissues. Starting with the connective tissue proper, which are formed from fibroblasts. Connective tissue proper is again divided into loose connective tissue, which may come in three variety: areolar, adipose, or reticulate. Now let's begin with the areolar connective tissue. This areolar connective tissue has lots of fibers. It supports and binds other tissues. There are lots of empty spaces for storing the tissue fluid. This areolar tissue is most abundant and helps in cushioning other structures. It fills the spaces between various other organs. Next is the adipose connective tissue. This is also a connective tissue proper with lots of fat cells called adipocytes. This tissue helps in padding under the skin. It is also present around kidneys and under the eyeballs. Adipose tissue helps to store nutrients and insulate the body. This is generally present beneath the dermis layer of the skin. Coming next is the reticulate connective tissue, which is quite similar to areolar tissue but consisting of only reticular fibers and supports certain structures in the body. Next is the dense connective tissue. This dense connective tissue can be in the form of regular, irregular, or elastic bodies. When it is regular variety, it consists of bunch of collagen fibers packed together with fibroblasts. These can resist a lot of tension, thus forming tendons and ligaments. Irregular fibers or irregular connective tissue are also comprised of lot of collagen fibers, but they are not organized in a specialized manner. Next comes the elastic connective tissue, which is quite similar to the regular dense tissue variety, but they are more elastic in nature. These can withstand compression and tensions. Next category are the supportive or the compact connective tissue. This supportive connective tissue consists of cartilage and bones. The cartilage, which is quite similar with connective tissue proper. It is intermediate between the dense connective tissue and a bone. This lacks nerves and blood vessels, but contains lots of tissue fluid. There are hyaline cartilage, elastic cartilage, or fibrocartilage. Hyaline cartilage are the most abundant ones. They give firmness, but they are amorphous and help in cushioning. The elastic cartilages are quite similar to the hyaline. They are found in the external ears. Comes to the fibrocartilage, here rows of chondrocytes alternate with rows of collagen fibers. They are found in the discs of the spine along the vertebral column. Cartilaginous rings are found in the windpipe, and they are also found at the end of the bones of forelimbs and hind limbs. The tips of the nose and the external ears do also contain the elastic and the hyaline cartilages. Next, it is a bone. They are much harder than connective tissue proper or the cartilage. The matrix in the bone is present with lots of collagen, but they also contain good amount of inorganic salts of calcium in it. What is the main difference between a cartilage and the bone is the cartilage does not contain blood vessels and nerves, but bones do contain blood vessels. The matrix is found in concentric rings around a central canal, which is called the Haversian canal. Bones support and help in movement. Finally, we come to the fluid connective tissue, which is very highly specialized. This comprises of blood and lymph. The blood also develops from mesenchyme. The blood cells are surrounded by a non-living matrix, which is called the blood plasma. The cellular parts include RBC, that is the red blood cells, or the erythrocytes. It also includes WBC or white blood cells, which is also known as leukocytes. Blood cell also comes in form of platelets or thrombocytes. Blood usually helps in the distribution of nutrients and oxygen throughout the body. The WBCs help in defense of the body, whereas platelets help in blood clotting. The next liquid connective tissue is lymph, and this fluid is found surrounding the body cells. It is essentially the blood plasma that has oozed out of the blood vessels. It contains WBCs but no RBCs. Both blood and lymph are mainly concerned with transportation of oxygen and nutrients, and it can also provide immunity against diseases. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked my video. Do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Please do share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel if you still haven't done so.